Damn, man. The thing that cracks me up is that can be fun. And I think, like, in the right hands, that can be fun. And people can, like, mirthfully enjoy, you know, that it's created with the intention of supporting streamers at its heart. Of doing good for people chasing their dreams at its heart. It's the kind of thing I wouldn't trust Twitch to make. Does that make sense? I like this idea too much. I like this idea too much for Twitch to make it. I feel like Twitch would fuck it up. It's so good, I feel like Twitch would have to fuck it up. So there's a part of me that definitely wants a group outside of Twitch to work on this idea and do it really, really well. And then Twitch partners with that company or brand, in this case Throne, and they just bring them on board and say, hey, we'll take care of a big chunk. We'll take care of a big chunk of the bill if you just do this more frequently as content. You go, hey Twitch, you guys can take a little bit of the credit for this if you help cover some of the bill. Oh no. And then if Twitch goes, okay, but we want our hand in, you go, nope, 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 that's not what I said. If I wanted it messed up, I'd crowdsource it to Reddit. I said, I want your money. I want your money. And then I kind of want you to back away slowly. Finally beat Hades after a day of playing the game. Is it fun to keep playing, upgrading weapons, and starting to get stale after a while? I played it for a half a year, almost daily, and I don't feel like I got tired of it. It can get a little bit samey after several months. I want your money, not your life. That's right. You know, this portion of the show not sponsored by Matrix Resurrections. Which I still don't know how I felt about that movie. But I think Hades, the thing with Hades is like, the more you play it, you will start to see the lines of the, you start to see the lines of the Matrix, you know what I mean? Like, you start to really, like, it doesn't take as long as it does with Isaac, because Isaac's, you know, Isaac's item list looks like fucking this, you know? So it takes a little time to get acclimated to what all these items do. So Hades is much simpler in that respect, so it doesn't take as long to really internalize what most everything does. I feel like it doesn't start to get stale until you feel like you've basically seen... Until you basically feel like you've seen every item combination and you know which ones are your favorites. And that's also true. You will continue to unlock story for the first almost dozen times you beat the game. You'll unlock story. So it behooves you to keep unlocking things. If for no other reason than as you unlock different items, you get different styles of play, different sorts of builds. All that shit's just lost to me. Bums me out. Maybe I can get some of these. I knew going in, man, I was just like, all that cash was lost to me. There's no way. Yeah, story keeps unlocking as you keep beating Hades, so it's worth beating it. Play it until you genuinely are tired of it, because there's still plenty of story to unlock. Duo boons are great. Oh, duo boons are so much fun. Some of my favorite runs were duo boons. All my homies hate Guan Yu though. Oh, fucking Guan Yu, man. All my homies hate Guan Yu. Trying to figure out where the secret room might be. Fucking Guan Yu, man. I fucking hate Guan Yu. I think I might just keep the bomb. I'm gonna collect all these faraway coins. Yeah, duo boons are great. I'll leave 1 coin on the ground, just in case. I think it's there, but I can't prove it. Yes, procreate. I crave souls. I think I'll just... It's there. I can feel it. I can feel it in my plums. Tears up. That's still pretty good. Yeah, honestly, yeah, the story for Hades goes so far after your first victory. I would strongly recommend you keep playing. What I wouldn't give to wipe my brain and play Hades again for the first time. What I wouldn't give... A lot of games like that, though. We were talking about Inscription earlier. I just watched a YouTube video from Game Theory about it. What I wouldn't give to play Inscription again for the first time. Oh, speed. Oh yeah, like you know, again, I think I feel like you have to take a. I feel like Rini, you have to take into account like a lot of like. I would always just be a little bit careful, like double crosses and stuff like that. I would hate for the event, like double crosses and stuff. I think I would keep from having players do stuff to each other. Because I would hate for the event to become known as the day so-and-so and so-and-so found that they hated each other. You know what I mean? Like, there's enough drama on Twitch that I feel real crestfallen if, like, you worked really hard to pull together this thing. And then it's like, oh yeah, that was the day that Stevie and Draconic Blade decided they fucking hated each other. Remember that? Because Stevie, you know, told this sob story about how, like, he had lost his gaming PC in a house fire, and then D-Blade used a double cross to take Stevie's gaming PC away from him. So he left the competition without the only thing that he set out to pick up. Yeah, glitch. So he's gonna do a two-parter. The first one is just it really is just a recap of what Inscription is for people who don't know anything about it. It's genuinely MatPat just trying to convince people to play Inscription. The second one is he hasn't made it yet, but he's working on the second one, which is him going into a recap of the meta game that surrounded it. Oh, I fucking love Parasitoid. Literally first two names I saw next to each other, but the story still tracks, I think. Yeah, it would be I've seen streamers get real fucking competitive, like unhealthy competitive, you know? And it would any negative thing I feel like has to have some sort of positive connotation, because the last thing you want to do is have some nasty ass drama associated with the brand that you're trying to promote, which in this case would be like Throne. Honestly, I'm in the exact same boat, Glitch, because the boys have been listening to so much Minecraft YouTuber lately that anytime I hear them cranking up MatPat or Mark Rober, I'm just like, bring that shit in here. Bring that in here so that I can sit next to you and not hate myself for it. El Pablo, to you as well. Yeah, Nate turned me on to that. I had not caught any theorist MatPat stuff. Neat. And then, oh no. And then Nate turned me on to it. Alright, we got a lot of money. Let's go in here and kick the shit out of Baby Plum. And see what's waiting for us potentially in the deal with the devil. Ooh, if we live that long, you... aggro little bastard. How about you don't? How about you just chill out? Oh, I can't go in there for that. I can't. Doesn't matter. Dicks. Was there anything else in the shop I cared about?
Hey man, those are bits.
Not really. Actually, you know what? For 15 cents... Well, for 14 cents... The consumables that come out of that seemed reasonably priced to me. Salty Sparks, 200 bits. Good morning, Taffy. Good morning, Chad. I feel it's my duty to remind you all that on this day in 1988, a man named John McClane thwarted a terrorist attack on Nakatomi Tower. Happy Christmas Eve. 200 bits. Thank you so much. I had my... I didn't, like, test them on it or anything, but I let my kids watch Die Hard with me, and Rory was sitting there watching it, and he goes, "And how is this a Christmas movie?" And I was like, it happens at Christmas time? Grayson was into it. I think I'm good on this floor. Thank you, Salty, for the 200 bits. I think the last time I watched a Matt Pat thing, it was him giving the Pope Undertale. Yeah, Bug probably had too much empathy for the terrorists. He didn't think that anybody deserved to be thrown out of a window. Sad. I should have been hit there. Speed is easily, I think, the most important stat, followed by tears, but I think the most important stat on a Tainted Keeper run is speed, so you can get to all the coins. Yeah. We blew their little minds when we told them that the guy playing the head terrorist was, we blew their little minds when we told them the lead terrorist was, Snape. I had to make sure I wasn't screwing myself over here. Yeah, you either give the Pope Undertale or you give the Pope Doom. He says, "What's this?" And you go, It's the end goal of Christianity, the eradication of demons,
Pretty fly.
and Satan's presence here in the world. Or in the universe, for that matter. Not even just the world. You're pulling double duty by wiping them out galactically. The eradication of sin. God, Parasitoid's helping me deal with all that bullshit. Just kill something, spawn another, kill something, spawn another. That's a Tears upgrade, I think. That's Pisces, right? Yeah. I will take a Tears upgrade. I'm genuinely kind of interested in walking out of there with Eraser. I can't help but feel like that's gonna soften a lot of the walk down to Dogma, especially the comeback, you know. So Dogma apparently is incredibly difficult to find on Blu-ray. I didn't realize that. I was watching some, you know, What Culture Watch Mojo countdown list. They were talking about like TV shows and movies that you can basically barely find anymore, if at all. A lot of them were over music licensing. like TV shows that used incredibly popular music at the time that you can't get on Blu-ray because they're not going to renegotiate the music licensing. I don't remember what Dogma's was. It's like a Dogma Blu-ray DVD that plays, goes on eBay for a couple $100 or some crazy shit like that. I've got it on not Blu-ray. Was it also Dogma? I don't remember. You know what I'm gonna do? Well, no. You know what? If I'm gonna commit to Eraser, we should go ahead and grab it now so that we can erase something on this floor. Ow, no, 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 no.
2 of hearts.
That was scary. I would have liked it in here. I'd have gotten rid of the fat bats in a heartbeat. Can't believe I'm missing so many of these. Neat. Amazon, the Dogma DVD is $25 and the Blu-ray is $125. Alright, fun. Let's go take a little... Well, shit, hold on. Our buying power is what determines whether or not we get items, so let's do what we can to boost that up a little bit. Flight would be good. Oh, shit, is that flight? It's gonna be. It's sure gonna be. I just don't want to get stuck. $0.15. You know what? It's tempting. I might be able to get that 15 cents back just based on flying around and touching stuff. Man, I think the eraser's still the way to go, but flight's so good. What do you know? Flight or eraser, chat? Oh, I mean, I've got a DVD version of the movie. I just don't have the Blu-ray version. Apparently very few people do. Flight comes with speed. I do love the eraser. I'm nervous that things that get erased don't drop coins. I don't know if that's the case or not. But if things get erased, don't drop coins, that's hyper problematic. But we are very fast while we do this, so that's pretty good. I would have liked to have erased the greed heads, though. Getting hit by a greed head is doubly bad. You lose your buying power, and you lose health. I'm gonna go raise as much coinage as I can. Yeah, honestly, there's a part of me that, like, I likely would have taken... I likely would have taken Eraser if I'd known for a fact. Oh, I'm gonna lose that money. Yeah, that was cool, but not great. Neat. Neat. I didn't mean to kill you, friend. I was gonna play you out. Oh well. Alright. What's funny is that, like, I have the added... Crawl spaces would be really cool. Knowing where crawl spaces are would be really cool. I don't know. That the game cartridge has already saved us once, honestly. Not saved us, but it made one room that we got hit in way less terrifying. Way less terrifying. There's 90 cents. Hello? Oh, it became... I don't think that's powerful enough. Like, D1's usually pretty good when you're using it to get things like, ooh, shit. When you're using it to get things like, oh, why am I picking up coins? When you're using the D1 to do things like multiply spirit hearts and stuff like that, it's pretty good. Parasitoid is tied to... If Parasitoid is tied to luck, man, I'd like to get a lot of luck upgrades. Doesn't make any sense to buy those coins. Damn, dude, I had a... What is that, 85% chance to spawn a deal with the angel or a deal with the devil? I don't even know if this does anything for me. Sure doesn't. No shop. D1 in the... D1 in the item room. Gross. Try to top off, I guess. I'm half tempted to hurt myself to get into that boss trap room. There's a luck upgrade. Happy to have it. Happy to have it. I'm just curious. Is that luck? I'm doing this whole thing for luck. But it will create more Parasitoid pops, which is essentially a damage upgrade, or output. It's a damage upgrade. Scary. I don't know that was worth it. I mean, like, honestly, -2 luck is pretty bad in that situation. Let's re-roll what little is left on the floor and see what it all turns into. It's a pill, huh? Bombs is good. I'll take bombs. Telepills.
Telepills.
Save me the walk, I guess. And now we know what it is. Oh, we got a 50-50 shot of landing this one now. We're getting something, by God. Who's done this? Brent and Ray with a rating party of 44. Bring it on in, everybody. Oh no, I've been hurt. Give me 1 second. I prefer not to have your first impression of me be me dying. Oh no. Fun. Welcome on in, everybody. Can I get a caster command for Brent and Ray, pretty please? How was the stream? What were you playing today? Tell me a little bit about yourself. My name's Taffy. I play Binding of Isaac in the morning, and I play whatever chat pays me to play in the afternoon, which right now is Spider-Man Miles Morales. Because that game takes place at Christmas and is beautiful. Come on, run. Find me something to get excited about. That's a live bomb. I can tell I'm chat's alternate tab today. You know what I mean? I can tell. Yeah, I was gonna say I can tell. Like honestly, it was like this before the raid, where it's just kind of like, if this was high school, I'd be scared that I said something mean about you, chat, and that it got back to you. Money equals power and deep pockets. Yeah, would make this a pretty easy run. Honestly, I'd be pretty geeked out if I could lay my hands on a shop with a reroll machine in it. I sort of assumed that people were just lurking. It'd take a lot more to ruffle my feathers than having a quiet day in chat, especially a quiet day in chat where I've made a mortgage payment. So yeah, my feelings are not hurt at all, chat. Never you fret. Never you fret. That is Spun. Please don't take my health. Thank you. Something's wrong. I think we take that because I don't plan on using the dash very often. Take that because we just need to spend our money. Honestly, I'll take that so I can keep my luck. I guess we'll grab that because I don't know. I think fruitcake is a step too far, honestly. Yeah, it's Christmas Eve. Honestly, Perexis, so everyone thought that I was baiting. I said earlier that I had every intention of just like writing today off as like a very quiet stream where I mostly talk to myself. I play Isaac and then I let Miles Morales do all the talking for me for the last several hours of the day. And in my head that was totally fine. It's fucking Christmas Eve, you know? Like, it's not people's job to come in here and talk to me. Britton said hi up here. Hey, there we go. Had to verify myself real quick, but good afternoon. How's the runs going? They're going okay, I guess. We did an Eden run to start the day. I genuinely couldn't tell you what happened in it. If I'm being honest, it's not because like the run was bad. We won the run, but I was so excited at the idea of us. We were all kind of working together to produce, in our mind, a version of Supermarket Sweep for streamers, and that's all I could think about. I'm gonna back up so that that's not in there. So yeah, we've just kind of been putting one foot in front of the other. Isaac and then Miles Morales today so that we can get some Christmas time in New York City. I had toyed with the idea of taking some time off, but there was a part of me that was just like, I'll just be sitting downstairs on the couch. And if I'm just gonna be sitting downstairs on the couch, I might as well come upstairs and stream for the folks who need the distraction today. A lot of folks still at work. A lot of folks at home with family they'd rather not be seeing, hiding. A lot of folks with just a lot of downtime because they're not at work, and that's awesome too. You say mean things about me all the time, Taffy. Yeah, I'd love like a good planetarium or something like that. Watching on my TV because I'm off work today, so I don't have chat up. Plus, unless I pull it up my phone. Yeah, like I wrote today off as a quiet day where it's one of those streams where I am in service to you, chat. Some days I feel like it's about me. Some days I feel like it's about chat. Some days I feel like it's about community. Today's one of those days where it is most certainly more about you than it is about me. So I'm here trying to be of service. Trying to be that white noise that drowns out, you know, whether you're at work or killing time or wrapping presents or whatever. Yeah, Supermarket Sweep was fun. We were genuinely just kind of sitting here trying to, we were genuinely sitting here trying to update it, and basically, please stop moving. Genuinely trying to make it for the streaming community. You do me a huge favor if you would just die, homie. There we go. What's going on in here? Man. I got issues with taking Mom's knife on a Dogma run. I genuinely don't. I think I'll end up headbutting Dogma to death, and the Beast to death. It's too risky. In my too risky in my opinion. Yeah, if you're just fighting through the general miasma of life, honestly, I can't count the number of times where I've been like, man, I have an entire night off. Which tonight I have an entire night off. They're like, I have an entire night off, and I get to sleep until my kids wake me up in the morning to open presents. And on those days where I don't have to do anything, the irony is not lost on me, but the thing I genuinely seem to do more often than not is come plop myself down in front of the stream. Come plop myself down in front of my computer and just kind of load up on Twitch. I can't help but notice you guys, fucking loading up like an offensive line in front of that button that I need. I don't have any guppy pieces, dude. I would kill to have guppy on this run. I gotta keep that in mind. Hopefully, I'll find like a gulp pill or something. My white noise is no thoughts head empty music mixes on YouTube the past few days. You're just noise. Honestly, I'm surprised that's not the tagline under my channel. Just noise. Cat, greetings. Also, Taffy, I know you haven't been paying close attention to your viewership numbers. I feel like Miles Morales' numbers have been just about as good as Isaac, which is surprising to me. Honestly, like I feel like the irony is that I have basically turned off viewership numbers since November, and the irony is that like I can still cheat and kind of see how my channel's doing based on what my offerings are from bounties. And the irony is my bounty numbers have gone up every week since I turned off viewership. So I'm just kind of like, I guess it's going okay. Because my bounty numbers keep going up. Which is funny to me. That's not useful.
The Hermit.
What floor am I on? Depths 2. Depths 2 Pandora's Box I feel like is a good thing. 20 coins. Well, shit. Yeah. Technically, it's we gained 5 cents there, and we're mother. Hooray! If I'm real with you, Taffy, you're what gets me through most work days. I know the feeling. I too am a Twitch viewer. I know who my favorite channels are, and I know how I would never in a million years tell them, but I know how genuinely kind of bummed I am when I go and scroll through my following list and the half dozen or so channels that I'm truly showing up for each day. If all 6 of them are offline or all 10 of them are offline, I'm like, damn, none of the people I normally watch are live right now. I get real, like, kind of morose, you know? I can't go in there until I've found the item room. I get real glum. Again, as a broadcaster, I'd never tell them that. Because I know me, and I know most of them. And I know that to hear, like, when you take time off, I get real sad and depressed. Just reinforces in our heads that we can never take time off. But yeah, that is my own little bitter pill to swallow, is that when I finally have some free time and I get into my head and go, oh dude, you know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna go watch so-and-so. Just to find out that so-and-so isn't live, I'm just like, oh. Well, shit. Guess it's time to go talk to my stupid children. Fate worse than death. Oh shit, I didn't know that the leapers were in here. Actually, flat file is probably better for us. Flat file is probably better for us than the guppy piece, considering we have no guppy pieces. I'll be depressed either way. Speaking my language. Speaking my language. I just wanted to see if it turned him into money, and it does not. That seems not great. That seems like embracing, leaning into the sweet embrace of death. That's what that feels like. Actually, I can stop picking up coins, I guess, for now. I just need to find the item room, which I have not done yet. I really just need to lunge in there if I see a luck upgrade. I'm all about self-care. I think most of my tweets at you are on days where it's just like, not getting on because ew, and like, I don't like get some rest. Yeah, that's, you know, shit, how often do I just call in and say I'm not coming to work today? The other day, I was so fucking tired. The other day, I was so tired. And I told Chad, I was just like, hey, listen, don't expect me to make it the full run today. I just need you to manage your expectations. None of these have been all that great. Honestly, that or Soren's tiny fingers would have been fine, I guess. Yeah, the other day I was so tired and I was like, Chad, just please don't expect me to go the full time today. I'll go until I can't take it anymore and then I'll stop. And we ended up going over by 20 minutes. I got into Miles Morales. We were having good conversations. I'm kind of confused, Tappy. Why aren't you with family? They're downstairs. They're making Christmas decorations and whatnot. I know where to find them, you know? It's not like they went to my in-laws and left me behind.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Tromboner champ. Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome, I'm doing well. Yeah, I don't know. So, I don't want to say that I've lost... I don't want to say... Oh, I didn't bring the... Fuck, that's it. That's the end of this run. Unless I can somehow teleport out of here. That's all she wrote. I didn't come in here with a way to teleport out, and we're trying to go to Dogma. Skull should be in here somewhere. You're absolutely right. That X skull should just be in here every single time. Yeah, I'd have to get incredibly lucky. I mean, you know, screw it. Let's go give it the old looks you do. It's a fun run, and I kind of want to see it through. We have plans for these contingencies. Hold on. I'll play much more aggressively. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky and find an art key. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, that's not great. We could just die. That would really solve a lot. Maybe we'll find an art key. Maybe we'll find a get out of jail free card. Whoops. I don't want that at all. Technically, I have a long weekend break, but I use that time to study because I have tests next week. Next week fucking sucks. You'd be hard pressed to get me back into school.
The moon.
If you're in school learning to do something and it's going to enrich your life, I'm here for you. I'm 100% team moral support. But I genuinely don't know that I'll find myself ever going back to... Whoops, oh, that was a key well spent. I genuinely don't know that I'll ever find myself going back to school unless I reach a place in my life where I'm just, like, enriching myself because I'm bored. And I'm just like, oh, you know what I've always wanted to learn about? Insert the blank, like, fill in the blank here. Oh. The file is so good. What a delightful trinket that is. those guys didn't drop any coins. Trying to read chat while I'm doing this is a trick. Don't feel that bad. Fully vaccinated. Don't have to work on Christmas now. No shit. That's not nothing. I mean, that'd be a great place to be with disposable income enough to go back to school. Honestly, if I had more money and free time than I knew what to do with, I think that's the only way I find myself back in school, is so I can just study things that make me interested. And the teacher would be like, hey, if you don't do your homework, you're gonna fail this class. And I'd be like, I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to get a degree. I've got the information. You can't take that back. And then at that point, I'd be more than happy to go to school, just like audit classes, basically. If I got like another piece of paper, great, so be it. But that's certainly not the reason I would go. Oh. I mean, in fairness, we wouldn't have gone this way anyway. Man, I feel very silly. Let me finish this floor and then I'll take my mandatory break. Strong run. That's the real buzzkill of it all. Very strong run. We'll speedrun this to the end. Maybe we'll find a get out of jail free card. Maybe maybe in the chest we'll find Dad's key. We can get Mango Santa open. Yeah, that is my alarm going off. I'll be right back. Oh, why am I doing this? Play aggressive, because you gotta start this run over again, you big dummy. Gotta go run to a small lunch with Vax and boosted in-laws, so I'll be back in a while. That sounds awesome. Enjoy being at a restaurant. Do it for me. Live for me. What am I making for dinner tonight? Amber is getting pizza for the boys. And I am making this soup that they will never eat in a million years. Wild mushroom chowder with bacon and leeks. And I've got mixtures of trumpet, cremini, and shiitake mushroom that I'm gonna throw in there. We're gonna have pizza for the boys and fancy mushroom soup for me and Amber. I think it's gonna be good, Ghost Cubby. Boss says, hey Taffy, hey chat, I hope the day's going well for you all, and if it isn't, I hope it upturns. I'm having a great day. I'm pissed at myself over this Isaac run, but I'm having a great day. Neat. My luck is up there, Jeezy Pete's. I gotta say, with the exception of the Guppy's Eye that we picked up, the extra curse rooms have been real buzzkills. Probably not worth it. Cream and herb is an excellent combo, so delicious. I'm looking forward to cooking that up tonight. What's the starch in that? Is that potatoes? I just saw that it had a shitload of bacon and mushroom. I just wanted a good, somewhat fancy soup, you know? I just wanted a good, sort of soothing, a good, satiating winter soup. It's potatoes? Yeah, potatoes, mushroom, and bacon in a big winter blend. I am genuinely excited / chuffed. That was bad. I should have been hit. Should have been hit there. All right, Dad's key, please, so I can get into the Mega Satan fight. Well, at least we can save our keys. Doesn't even do us any good. Hey, man, what's going on, Taffy? I didn't expect to see you up here right now because I thought you were going to go play. Ugh. I can't help but feel like we would have done very well against Dogma. There's so many coins on this floor. Come on, chess. If I may ask, what's the joke with Book of Secrets? So, back before they fixed it, the Book of Secrets was such a terrible item. So you think about it, you get Crystal Ball. You get Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball gives you full mapping and an item. How great is that, right? So Crystal Ball's amazing. We can all agree. Crystal Ball's amazing. Costs you, on average, 30 cents to get the map and the compass. It doesn't happen every run, but it happens frequently enough. Before Edmund fixed it, the Book of Stoners would, on a six charge item, the Book of Stoners would tell you either the layout of the floor, the locations of the secret rooms, or the points of interest on the floor, item room, shop, boss fight, etc. But only one of those three things. And then on top of that, with a 6-room charge, the same charge as the Crystal Ball, mind you, that gave you full mapping and an item, it could repeat what it told you. So it could tell you the locations of the secret rooms, you go and get 6 charges, you pop it again, it tells you the locations of the secret rooms again. And so the only way we could write that off, the only way we could explain that to ourselves was to say, well, obviously the Book of Stoners is stone. Like, obviously the book is stone. And it's forgotten. And I made the mistake of doing a bit where I picked it up and I went with the joke of like, hey man, Taffy, what's going on? Hey, would you like to know where the secret rooms are? Ooh, so mysterious. And I'd be like, oh yeah, sure, I'd like to know where the secret rooms are. And he'd be like, okay, here you go. Come back when you've got 6 more charges and I'll tell you something new. And then I get 6 new charges and pop it again. He'd be like, oh, Taffy, welcome back. Would you like to know where the secret rooms are? And I'd be like, you told me that. So mysterious, man. Information other adventurers would kill to access. Woo! And so I got to a point where I ended up having to do a bit every single time that he showed up. Yo, delirium could actually happen. I don't know that we survived this fight. Whoops. Why is that up there? Better than nothing, but better to die trying. So anyway, that was the joke, was that we always just thought he was a goofy, well-meaning, stupid friend who generally only told us shit we already knew. We just assumed he was stoned. And now the funny thing is, it's still a 6 charge item, but it never repeats what it told you. So now we don't know how to feel about the Book of Stoners, because he's much smarter than he was before. He got clean. He got clean, and you know he went to work on himself. He got clean. And he saw himself as a self-improvement, a self-improvement project. We should all strive to better ourselves the way Book of Stoners bettered himself. We should all be so lucky as to invest in ourselves the way Book of Stoners invested in his future. Oh, this room's safe. The Tears upgrade, sure. I can't see shit. Ow. Please don't murder me. Ooh, I got too close to the sun there for a second. Oh, game, you got... Oh, no! Game, you got me. I was looking at the map. I wasn't looking up. It's not like I have money equals power or a shop to go to. Speaking of, hey, how easy is it to just get a map? Map's literally just fallen from the sky. Wow. We managed to knock him out in literally one flight. I think both of these are safe. I wish these items were better. Well, here we go. That was almost a very dicey beginning. I don't know where he went. Why? What hit me? I have no way to heal myself. That's funny. Nope. Well, we gave it a God's honest shot. I feel like we really needed like a Book of Shadows or something like that to get through that. Can I ask a noob question? Of course. Yeah. Noob questions are welcome. Dumb questions are not. Noob questions are always welcome. Dumb or insulting questions are not so much welcome. Yeah, Book of Shadows 4.5 volt would have been great. I would have had to have played like a lights out Golden God. And I really feel like aside from picking up the clot there at the very end, there were a couple of really good things sprinkled through there. I can't sit here and act like I didn't get advantages. We got Spun, we got Beelzebub, we got Sty and Clot and Blue Cap. We got Mr. Squeezy. Like, yeah, we had advantages peppered through there, but I don't think that was a one-hit Delirium run for sure. Parasitoid right off the jump was really good. I was playing my victory run, and in a planetarium I got Mom's Razor. That can only be possible if I had Chaos. No. Chaos. I'm trying to think of any other circumstances where you get not planetarium items in a planetarium. Chaos. I guess ultimately, if you had every other planetarium item, it would have to draw from another pool. Let's try this again, huh? Yeah, the problem is like if you hit a D4 pedestal. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed it. If you hit a D4 pedestal, I don't think it re-rolls items if you don't know what they are yet, right? So like, I think if you hit a D4 pedestal on that same floor, if you haven't already been in the room, I don't think it'll re-roll it. Oh, like I don't like seeing myself on camera enough that I'm not gonna watch that clip. Did I get pinged by damage that is difficult to see? I want these coins. Come on! I'm not used to my rate of fire being bad again. Completely invisible and sourceless damage. Neat. Fun and good. I think it's super important that all of our shops are shops on this run. I genuinely think that 5 cents is well worth spending. I'd love to go back in there and get Red Candle. Yeah, like, you know, I don't want to be a crybaby about stuff any more often than I already am. But there are definitely times where I'm just like, I feel like I got hit by some stuff and I don't know what it is. I get nervous because whenever I do that in the past, Nate would do what he calls, rolling back the tape. And Nate's rolling back of the tape usually reflected or demonstrated that it clearly was something observable and was clearly something that I had just messed up. So I've reached a point now where it was never meant to be like degrading, but I was almost always wrong about my assumptions, which is good to know. It's good to know that you're wrong about your assumptions so you can adjust on the fly. But there's definitely a part of me that was like, I don't want to know anymore. Attacked by the air, dropped it down to 0.25 speed, quarter speed, and it was like a 3 pixel wide tier that was hidden underneath your flies. Tainted Keeper's just better keeper. I enjoy playing it more for sure. Neat. I enjoy playing Tainted Keeper more for sure. Very much so. I think I've missed the item room. I sure have. Yeah, that first hit that I took in Delirium really surprised me. Clearly I didn't see it, but like I really didn't see it. I genuinely was just making an adjustment based on which path I thought was safe to get out of there. Yeah, Nate's very good at calling, not just me, he calls everybody out on their shit. And he 100% will line himself up in the crosshairs too, which is why I respect it. I'll let Nate talk to me like that because Nate talks to Nate like that too. And he's more often right than not. I value when people offer me insight, even if it's a little rough love sometimes. I've tried very hard not to be so fragile that I can't handle, I try very hard not to be so fragile that I can't handle people trying to give me constructive criticism. Allegedly, those fires only fire 1 bullet per time you enter the room. I just know I'm gonna get devastated. Like, I know at some point, I dodge those fires really poorly. I do anticipation very poorly. I do anticipation very poorly. I react well. Like when I'm playing Soulsborne games, if it comes after me, if something comes after me, I react pretty well to it, but I don't do well when, is there a key for sale back here? Because I feel like I need one. If something lunges at me, my fingers go, jump out of the way. But if something's holding still, that's how you get me in a game. If something holds its pose and does its little fighting stance, and it just sits there for a while, I definitely start to lock up real bad. That's how you get me in a Soulsborne game. Ooh, fancy pants. Thank you, my love. I'm leaving here with the red candle. That's my damage output for the next several floors. She brought me a big fancy ham, turkey, and Swiss on a croissant. I'm genuinely excited to eat this sandwich. And away. Swiss ham. Swiss ham, turkey, red onion, spinach, mayonnaise, and spicy mustard. Filecat, welcome back. A tiny, delicious cat. I dreamed I've been thinking an awful lot. Like, listen, this is not a... Okay. I got a little bit aggressive. I paid for that with blood. I had a dream that I had a cat. None of it changes the fact that I'm allergic. None of it changes the fact that my son's allergic. So it makes having a cat more a pipe dream than anything. But I can't help but feel like I'm warming to the idea, you know? I dreamed I had a black cat. We're gonna buy out a lot of this shop, I think. I feel great appreciation for anyone who could love a hairless cat. I know they're not guilty of any crime, but I'd be lying to you if I said that hairless cats didn't freak me out. It is not a hairless cat's fault that it is a hairless cat. But I can't get past the fact that they have no hair and it weirds me out. They basically look like a, yeah, like a chihuahua and a scrotum had a kid. And I can't forgive that. You know, like for some reason I can't just get past that, you know? It's not the cat's fault, it didn't do anything wrong. But I just can't. Just a chihuahua-looking scrotum pet. For the same reason that I don't want a chihuahua. Like, I'd love to have a dog. Amber's informed me that I'll never own a dog again. I'll need her to die first if I want to have a dog in my twilight years. That's my trophy wife scenario, is that Amber dies first. I don't live long afterwards. I can't live long afterwards. It's just a nightmare if I live for a long time after her. Oh. Fuck you! I got none of those coins. I wouldn't want to live for very long without Amber, for sure. I'd get a little more quality time in with the boys, and then I'd check out. But I'd need Amber to go first so I could have a dog for a couple of years. And even then, I don't want, like, even then, I wouldn't want like a chihuahua. Trying to decide if that's something I want. It would create wealth. But because I fire 4 tiers at a time, it'd be hard to aim them.
This is
Why
the
not?
story
Amber
of
just-
the newest denizen of the cave.
Amber just doesn't like the idea of owning a dog that much. Amber has never shown any give when it comes to the idea of us getting a dog. She dislikes the idea of owning a dog that much that basically if I ever want to have a dog, which is like a childhood dream of mine, if I ever want to have a dog, I have to outlive her. Struggling. Go get him, Leech. End of the rope, tier 1 for 2 years. Thanks to JJ Madison for the gifted sub. Happy holidays to all and back to work. I hope it's a productive and fast day at work. God damn. I'm getting just sniped left, right, and sideways. Are you a super secret room? You're sure not. Bombs are key. Would have been nice. Yeah, border collie, a golden retriever, a black lab. I think I'd go as small as a beagle. I think I could get behind a beagle. But yeah, I could go as small as a beagle. And I think I could go as big as a black lab or a border collie. You know, I'm not a corgi guy. I think they're good looking dogs, but I have no desire to become family with one. If that makes sense. Beagles are noisy. A Great Dane might be a little bit too big, even for me. I could do an Australian Shepherd. That feels right. What's going on in here? Spend money to buy a health item, you know? Probably not. I think Great Dane might be, like, genuinely about as big as I could possibly go, even if, like, Amber was not in the equation. That'd be about as big as I would want to take care of. I think German Shepherds are pretty... My sister had a bad experience with a German Shepherd. There was a retired police dog. She was at a friend's house. They were playing. They were running through the house. Obviously, this is not indicative of the breed. I have played with pit bulls that tried to lick me to death. But the lone experience I have, you know, with a German Shepherd was a retired police dog that thought my sister was a perp or was chasing her, going to hurt the owner. And so my sister was like, what, like 14 at the time? 13? This fucking German Shepherd brought her down by her arm. And she's still got a bite mark shaped series of scars on her right arm to show for it. What's funny is that at that point in time, my parents were finally caving in to the idea that my sister and I wanted a dog again. We hadn't had a dog since we were in, like honestly, Grayson's older now than I was when I had my last dog. I had a black lab and a Dalmatian, and I loved them both very much. And, I don't know why I got bum friend. There's literally no hearts for him to find. Whatever, I just like the company, I guess. But my sister and I, had convinced our parents to get a dog. My dad knew somebody who bred with papers, purebred Rottweilers. And we were gonna get a Rottweiler that we were gonna name Moose. And keep it in our backyard, like build a little kennel for it and everything. And then my sister got taken down by this German Shepherd. And my parents instantly balked at the idea of getting a dog, even though my sister was the one with bandages on her arms going, I still want my dog, damn it. My sister's sitting there like changing out the gauze on her bite wounds, going, don't you take away this dog because you're trying to hide behind like, oh, well, Leah's too traumatized because she's like, I'm a badass bitch who still wants my dog, damn it. My parents just couldn't pull the trigger on it after that. Honestly, I need the keys. I'm not even gonna spin this key. I'm not even gonna spin this key on the chest in here. I'm gonna spend it on the shop. The shop's so valuable. I'll check that out, though. Well, huh. Good news, bad news. French bulldogs make me sad. Anything that's been bred down to a place where it struggles to breathe. Again, I'm not mad at the animal for that. It's not the animal's fault. But any animal that's been bred to a place where it struggles to survive just based on how it breathes, and how, you know, how its body supports itself. When it's been bred to a place where it just is what people wanted it to look like, but it's like difficult to survive. Like, it wouldn't survive in the wild. Any animal that wouldn't survive in the wild, even for a little bit, based on how we bred it to look, just is off-putting to me. I'm sure that there are, like, Shar-Peis and Shih Tzus and French Bulldogs out there who are the, oh no, who are among the sweetest animals on the planet. But I wouldn't want that constant reminder that, like, that constant reminder of, like, I know my animal is coming around the corner because I can hear it struggling to breathe. Yeah, Frost, and like it's funny to me because, like, for me, I'm not like a crusader, you know. I'm not like a
of the newest denizen of the cave.
Oh god, I thought the leech was a creature from the. I thought the leech was a creature from the game coming to get me. I'm not like I'm an animal rights activist in that I think animals have rights. But I'm not like an activist. I'm not somebody who has like crazy passionate beliefs about it. But there's just a part of me that looks at that as like common sense, and I just see these animals that basically existence looks uncomfortable at best and painful at worst. I just don't want to feed into that. I don't want to be a contributor to breeding that kind of animal. Because that shit sure doesn't exist in the wild, you know? There's a guy in France retro breeding French bulldogs so that they have muscles again. I guess good. I'd rather they have them than not. I remember at one point, I guess I won't say the celebrity. Anybody who knows me well enough can probably piece it together. But at one point I worked for a celebrity. And this celebrity came into the office we all shared. And showcased a very tiny dog. Like a dog so small, you could lose it in tall grass. And it you know, I saw it and was just like, I don't know about this. I was like, I get that you think this animal is cute. But this thing, the moment you let it outside and out of your sight, is gonna get snatched up by a hawk. I guarantee it. Anime Girl, welcome back. Con Snow, tier 1, 41 months. Con Snow, thank you so much. I very much appreciate the support. I hope you're all having a terrific holiday season. And if you're not, I hope it turns around for you. I'm rooting for everyone to, at the very least, have a good weekend, let alone all the way up to I hope you have a terrific holiday season. At the very least, I hope you have a good Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think I could probably get behind a Saint Bernard makes sense to me. Again, that's towards the that's towards the high end of what kind of animal I'd want, like size-wise. I also genuinely think, yeah, I like, you know, even if I got incredibly wealthy, I feel like I'd only be able to adopt from a shelter. From a moral standpoint, I just feel like there are too many animals who need homes without me genetically designing one and purchasing it from a store. Is that the real McLaffy Taffy of Christmas present? Emily, what's going on? Welcome. All the best to you and yours, Taffy. Thanks for being here. It's my pleasure. We were genuinely talking about the... Hey, there's our health. There's our health back. We were genuinely talking about that earlier. Somebody asked why I was here and not hanging out with my family. They're downstairs. They're making Christmas decorations. They're getting stuff ready for Santa. You know, ultimately, they'll get me tomorrow, but... Oh, that's what I was trying to say before I cocked up the last run. The point I was trying to make is that honestly, Christmas and Christmas Eve, like, I'll go downstairs, we'll watch Elf, we'll throw on Miracle on 34th Street or It's a Wonderful Life or something. Then we'll have our Christmas time together. But my big thing is, like, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, once you get through the hype and excitement of opening presents, there's a lot of downtime, man. And I genuinely feel that way about, like, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, day after Christmas. That's real fucking risky, man. That could be Cursed Eye or Curse of the Tower, and I would suddenly be a very sad, sad child. There's just so much downtime once you've gotten through the blast of opening presents and all that jazz. I just remember constantly going to the movies on Christmas Day. At one point, my sister was working there, so, like, she got up, did presents, and then got dressed and went to work.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Yeah, you end up going to like Christmas movies and stuff just because it's just fucking nothing to do. Unless you got a shitload of video games when you were a kid, in which case there was plenty to do. I'd go and binge video games for hours and hours on end, but I don't know where the secret room is. Well, maybe I do. Big name, life change, things have been a bit weird. Wait. Weird with 2 Ds. Was this Once Upon a Time Weird Beard? Am I following correctly? Hey, Emily! Congratulations. Exciting news. Good for you. Welcome back. Wow, that's nifty. So cool. That is, yeah, that is a life change. That is whiplashy life change. Good for you. You said life change, and I was just like, oh, did you like switch jobs or something? Finally lay hands on an Xbox or a PlayStation? Nope. Teensy bit more than that. That's awesome. Ooh. I don't like being on a floor where I can't see anything.
This is the story of the newest denizen of
Glitch gifts 6 months of tier 1 subs to Emily Sakuna. Emily, enjoy the emotes. Glitch, as always, thank you for your ridiculous contributions to the channel. 1,128 gifted all time. Chibi John, tier 1, 34 months. Merry Christmas to you as well, Chibi. Thank you so much. John, it makes more sense to say John. If I'm gonna shorten it, I should shorten it to the name part, you'd think. Regardless, Chibi John, thank you so much for the almost 3 years of support. Yeah, it's like, as a guy who constantly is like, it's not Laffy. I feel like my penance for being that guy who's like, don't call me Laffy. Uh-oh. I missed. If I'm gonna be the guy who's like, it's not Laffy, then I need to try really hard to make sure that I nail everybody else's name. Don't call me! Sorry, alright, I'll stop. I think 4 or 5 instances of explaining it is enough. Oh, you big Dunsky. Should have left that on the ground so you could check out the curse room. Mr. Laffy is his father. MC Laffy Taffy hitting up 2022 with the summer's hottest mixtape. Why would you do this, Ryan? You know I'm disappointed with myself because I used my real name. I only had 2 keys. Why? Like, Ryan, you ignoramus. What good is all the gold in all the realms of man if you can't get into the fucking shop to spend it? I like that there's still sticky nickels in this. Nothing makes me more excited than seeing my financial liberation on this run. Just to realize it's stuck to the ground like some sort of 6 billionaires prank. Perthrow. Maybe a key in the curse room? Yeah, I'm gonna go, whoops. I'm gonna go back and check the curse room out for sure. Now that I've got some coins on the floor. Honestly, when I come back out, I'm gonna go check that boss trap room too. Reg! What's going on, sir? I hope you and the lady friend are having a tremendous holiday season. Are you you're on some time off from work, right? I have big itches on my face. I really desperately...
Hair throw.
That's worth it. Is it worth it? It's worth it. Go get him, leech. Take no prisoners. Ah. I feel like I need like piercing tears or something. Alright, no more picking up coins. Gonna use my Sunday off to like groom my own beard. It's getting a little too Jack Black for my likes. I'm big chilling off work. Got some computer time while Ida and my mom watch a rom-com holiday movie. Very nice. Very nice. Nobody in my family said, like, you know, if you love us, you'll take Christmas Eve off. Like, my family understands the struggle / hustle. There's our keys. my wife and kids understand that daddy's job entails weird hours and weird scheduling. But I will say that I made the mistake in the announcement because I was like, dude, if my mods are celebrating Christmas Eve, the last thing I want is to be like, where's my Discord announcement? Free labor. Where's my Discord proclamation? Peasants. So I was like, you know what? I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. So I was genuinely excited, chuffed, as the British might say. I was genuinely chuffed that, like, for the first time this week, all it is just a normal stream day for me. All I gotta do is show up, do my work, play the video games, crack the jokes, make the chuckles happen. Ooh, well, Alges and Chariot are like the same thing. All I gotta do is show up and put in the work. And, that thought crossed my mind, so I put, like, totally normal stream day. I put in the announcement. More for myself. I mean, like, oh, I'm very excited. What a normal stream day is coming. And chat took that personally. What? Hold on. I said totally normal stream day, and then chat said, And so at the 53-minute mark, I took my first break of the day and walked outside, and Amber was like, so how's stream? And I was like, I made a mortgage payment. And she was like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah. I told Chad I was looking forward to my first like normal stream day in quite some time. And they took offense and shattered me. They just destroyed us. And I think it's kind of it's kind of the same way like Amber and the boys understand that well, you know what, as long as I'm here I might as well get a part of Bookworm. And I get a key out of it too. They get that daddy's in here trying to be a community manager for people who either have to work or are getting ready to travel or are stuck on a canceled layover or fucking just don't want to spend time around their family or whatever. Like I'm just trying to make sure that the doors are open, the lights are on, the coffee's brewing for anybody who just happens to need to hang out. And tomorrow I'll take tomorrow morning for myself, but then I'm still gonna try to be here for people who'd like to have like the nice nuclear family Christmas experience. And I'm gonna do my best to cook Christmas dinner on camera if I can manage to pull it off without having any technical hiccups. And let folks hang out and spend a little time with the Capses on Christmas. Some days it's bigger than me, you know? Honestly, it's gonna be so weird to say this out loud. I got that from my father, if you can believe it. My dad, as a postal worker, used to love to paint himself as the curmudgeonly old shithead that didn't like anybody. He was the angry old grizzly bear that everyone should avoid at all costs. And he loved for people to believe that about him. But I also remember being at our little rental property in Jerome, Idaho, us getting done opening presents on Christmas morning, and then as we're sitting there playing our games, because at that point it's dull, it's just boring after that. If you don't have video games, if you got practical gifts, if you didn't get video games or toys, then all of a sudden, like, it's all just kind of done. So my dad on Christmas Day would go and put on like his snow boots, and he put chains on the truck. And I remember going like, Dad, it's Christmas Day, where are you going? And he's like, well, because he worked at the post, he was a postmaster at the post office. He's like, well, there are a bunch of parcels sitting at the post office that I'm certain are Christmas gifts. So I'm gonna go load up the truck with as many parcels as I can carry and just deliver them so that people will get their Christmas gifts on Christmas Day and can open their presents on Christmas Day. Basically, he was Jerome, Idaho Santa. And so in our own personal vehicle, because I'm not sure it's not the kind of thing I think he punched in for. I don't think he clocked in for it, but he would go up to the post office, the Jerome post office, and he would load up the truck with as many parcels as he could carry, and he'd make a couple of trips, and he'd deliver as many Christmas Day packages as he could. Old curmudgeonly shithead. He didn't want people to think that he had a nice streak running through him. Not gonna lie, having you around since nobody else has the balls to stream on Christmas would be nice. It gets lonely around the holidays even when people are around. That's how I feel about it. I'm not gonna do like I'm not gonna do it at the expense of Amber and the boys. I'll have my Christmas morning. I'll hang out with Amber and the boys. But it shouldn't be that difficult for me to throw together all the streaming gear. It shouldn't be that difficult for me to throw together all the streaming gear, have a glass of wine, put on some Christmas music, and let people watch me cook dinner. That's something our family always did too. We were the holiday dinner spot for people who had nowhere else to go. Honestly, like in a post-COVID time, I would love nothing more than that's what I was the person who organized that for like theater students. For when Amber and I were in children's theaters, there were a lot of us who didn't have places to go. Like we couldn't afford plane tickets. We couldn't afford plane tickets to get home to our families, so a lot of us got stuck for major holidays with each other. So I used to do what I called the Island of Misfit Toys celebrations. So if you were... Does that count? I was gonna say that counts as a stat upgrade because I technically bought it. Yeah, I would always do the Island of Misfit toy celebrations, and anybody who needed a place to stay for like Thanksgiving or Christmas, I would try to organize potlucks and just have everybody come together and basically just get drunk in actor housing. Past few years I spent Christmas with Twitch, no family. Yeah, that's it. Like, honestly, I would, you know, I know Justin's planning on doing a lot of streaming tomorrow. I think Justin's thinking about potentially doing a 24-hour stream. He knows, and I want to put this out there, he knows that my door and Noah's door are wide open if he wants to just come hang out. But I think he's toying with the idea of doing like a 24-hour stream just to sort of hide from the holiday. And then we come back up here and we get this coin. Alright. I do dislike... Oh, I need that key so bad, you butthole. I was not paying attention. Well, you know what? Screw it at this rate. I saved one key for the next shop. Just kidding. I saved no keys. I'm a hustler, baby. I want you to know. Uh-oh. It didn't even open. Oh, you little balls. You little ball sack. Well, I'm gonna go finish the floor. And hopefully the boss dies and gives me a key, and then I love this Cuberto so much. But he's such a pain in the ass. You're doing great, Fallen. Oh, let's hope we find some keys on the next floor. Second secret room. Keys. Inside. Negative. Actual secret room. Does not. Well, what a tremendous waste of resources. What a tremendous waste of resources that that mob trap room was. What a bummer. I need to go back and find another rune. Hogawaz sure exists. That might not be so bad. I can find another crawl space. Algiz is probably better though, if I'm being honest. Nuts. Yeah, we gave it a God's honest shot. Let's get off the floor. I'm gonna take this dish downstairs. That was a good ass sandwich, if I'm being honest. That was a good ass sandwich. I need to pee too. What floor am I on? Gotta remind myself. I need the fool card, you big dumb idiot. Need the fool card on the next floor. I'll be right back. Keys. Negative. Guppy piece. Negative. I'm not excited. That's a terrible pill. What does that take, like 90 seconds to wear off? $30 seconds after use and 60 seconds again after use. Yeah, so about 90 seconds to wear off. That was a great time to sit here and eat some corn chips. Tomorrow, tech permitting, I'm gonna cook a beef tenderloin roast. $70 roast, by the way. I was supposed to get a whole tenderloin. The whole tenderloin at Wegmans was $145 pre-tax. So I got the roast. Yeah,
This is the story
$70
of the
roast.
newest denizen of the cave.
Brussels sprouts with bacon, garlic, and a balsamic reduction. I'm gonna try my hand at Duchess potatoes. Jesse, we need to cook. Cinco Solas Prime Gaming, 9 months. We wish you the best, Taffy. I'm blessed. I got struggles just the same as the next person, but I am living a pretty charmed life. You'll never get me to say otherwise. Thank you. But yeah, Cinco Solas, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub for 9 months. Wegmans is always pricey on meats, though. One of the reasons I try to find a nice local butcher for those things. Yeah, Pinnacle, so Kroger didn't have it. And that's usually, that's usually my go-to for the chain, right? I usually only go to Wegmans for, specialty stuff. It didn't open. I got too close to the edge. That sucks. I usually only go to Wegmans for specialty stuff. So last year I did duck breast. I did pan-seared duck breast. And like a bitter green salad underneath the duck breast. Pancetta, crisp pancetta. And I think that also had kind of a balsamic sauce on it. Neat.
Range down.
And then also did some herb roasted red potatoes. But again, no place that I knew of that was a big box store had duck available. And I hadn't really reached the point in my life where I felt comfortable going to a butcher. I don't know. In my brain, I always thought of butchers as being super expensive. Not realizing that depending on where you go and who you talk to, you might actually get it for cheaper. This year, my goal had been to go to a local butcher for whom Champion bought me a $100 gift card through Throne. I actually might take the I'm Drowsy pill with me. But unfortunately, Throne apparently is going through, they had some COVID spread through their workers, and the holiday season in general just hit them like a brick. So I didn't get that local butcher's gift card in time, sadly. So I just kind of was stuck in a place where I just didn't want to be, I was too busy this week to chase down errands. I probably could have just called people, but I'm stricken with millennial disease where I don't like talking to people on the phone if I don't have to. So I probably could have saved myself if I just made some phone calls, but at that point in time, I was out for the one point in the night where I had time. The one point in the night where the night where I had time to go run errands and get items and all that jazz. So I just kind of took it on the chin and essentially spent $10, $15 more than I needed to just for the convenience of not having to go anywhere else. Yeah, I need to get the Fool card. You're absolutely right. And I 100% kind of got into the conversation and forgot where I was and what I was doing. So let's just go ahead and grab it now so we won't forget. In my head, I was just looking for the item room. But I genuinely had, missed out on the whole, hey, you should not get stuck again. Thank you, Feel Better. I absolutely would have forgotten, I think. Yeah, that's honestly, once we're on the other side of the holidays, I plan on doing more cooking streams, especially if chat really wants to get into it a little bit. Hold on, I have thoughts. If chat really wants to get into it, I could start doing probably once a month. Die, and give me coins. Yeah, that worked out really well. I don't get any more shops, do I? Oh, I was saying if chat gets into it and really wants me to keep doing monthly cooking streams, especially if they want me to start doing outdoor cooking stuff, it really could become the kind of thing where we could do some pricier or more intricate cooks. Like we could get into like, hey, let's do venison, let's do this, let's do that. Let's try to force Taffy to make beef Wellington, or whatever it ends up being, right? And we could do some pricier cuts and actually, not feel too terrible about it, especially if we're going to a local butcher and dumping that money back into the local economy. You get one more in the mausoleum. I should hold on to this then. Yo, is that small rock? Sure is. Show enough. Come on, Mom, you ain't got the grapes. You ain't got the Cajonesies to bring me down. Oh my god.
The fool.
I feel like once a month, it could possibly be more if people are enjoying doing it and I make a pretty penny off of it, or at the very least I get to make some dope food for virtually free off of it, with the exception of like the time invested. I feel like we could probably do once a month, if not more. My only hang up is that to safely set up all the gear, which means taping down the cords. Justin's got a thing where once he gets everything secure, he can just leave it. Because nobody's fighting him on, like... He lives alone, so he doesn't have to, like, make any excuses for why they're taped, cables taped to the wall, why there's sandbags everywhere, or whatever. But Amber, understandably, is insistent that when I'm not filming, all that gear comes back down. So anytime that I want to do a fireside chat or an outdoor grilling stream or any sort of cooking stream, I have to break out 3 cameras, 4 mounts, a switch, hundreds of feet of Ethernet cable. It's all fun and it's worth the effort, but it is work. It is work for sure. Pinnacle Chip says, I miss the craft butcher where I used to live. They pre-COVID would do classes where you could buy a portion of pig at cost, and they'd teach you how to make all the different primal and consumer cuts of the meat. That's awesome. I would love, like, again, we had a garage shed. Sorry, a garage shed. We had a garage refrigerator that was going to go in our shed that we were really excited to pick up, because more freezer space meant that when we found, like, good deals on meat, or, big batches of frozen food that we liked from, like, like Costco or whatever, that we could load up on that. We ordered it from Lowe's. Lowe's told us they got the order. We told them which day we wanted it shipped to us. It was supposed to show up on Monday. We've been eagerly awaiting this thing for a week. And on Christmas Eve, they hit us up and said, hey, just kidding, we don't have that in stock. It's not coming to your house the day after tomorrow. And so we've been kind of glum about that. But once I get that storage space open, I do really like the idea of getting friendly with the local butchers. And basically, I'll do Kroger and Wegman and Aldi's for, like, staples. And I'll do Kroger, Wegman, and Aldi for, milk and produce. But generally speaking, I'd love to almost exclusively get my meat from a local butcher. Crawl space? Nope. The first time you cook on the new griddle could be breakfast food stream where you make a pile of pancakes, eggs, and bacon in lieu of the couple of hours of Isaac. Yeah, honestly, 2539 Woo, somebody asked me what my dream experience was going to be with the griddle. What was the thing I was most excited to cook on the new griddle? And genuinely speaking, I think the most exciting thing I'm geared up to cook on the new griddle is the idea of going outside in the early spring when it's still chilly in the morning. Going outside in the early spring where there's still like a frost in the air, going out there at like dawn. Fresh pot of coffee, freshly ground beans, maybe even a French roast. Fresh pot of coffee. Starting the stream, warming up the griddle, starting a fire in the fire pit, having a fire, like a wood fire, coffee with steam just billowing out of it. Steam and heat coming up off the griddle, and I do like eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes. I do just a massive fuck off griddle breakfast. And then just serve that to my family as they're coming downstairs. And then sit and quietly eat it next to the crackling of the fire, sipping my hot coffee, watching the sun come up. In either a big comfy robe or in a big floofy hoodie, something like that. Just everything about it just screaming like vacation from your own home, you know? What are you? Man, do I even have anything to re-roll in there? I feel like I picked up all the items on this floor. Lead bar. Yeah, there's nothing to re-roll. I think the I'm Drowsy pill is actually more worth it. The I'm Drowsy pill is gonna substantially simplify this beast fight. Roaring fire, golden retriever tea sandwiches. Anyway, that's my dream. That's my dream griddle experience. And we'll see how long it takes me to make it come to pass, you know? Let's see. Zombie Ron Swanson, what's going on, brother? Happy to have you here. My local butcher burned down, decided it was that was it, and closed their doors, but they did share all the marinade recipes and everything. It was still sad. Yeah, it's heartbreaking. Picked up 2 pounds of chicken breakfast sausage so my family won't just eat candy for breakfast. I don't have Noah's brothers make pretty dope, or Noah's cousins make pretty dope country sausage.
It's gone. Just get over it.
But I don't have any of that at my house right now.
It's gone.
So I've just got like Kroger
How can you
breakfast
have spent
sausage.
our savings?
Doing well? Good, dude. Ah, happy to hear it. I think I can win this. I don't want to jinx it. There was nothing else for me to get, right? I'm gonna check the item room just to be 100% certain. I don't think there was anything else for me to get on this particular run. Dude, insomnia is the worst. Insomnia is why I was on Ambien for 3 years. Yeah, I got that one. I feel like I went straight to Mausoleum 2. I feel like I skipped one. Like there's gonna be something in this one. I don't know, Aaron. I can still only get hit once. It's plausible for me to be able to heal on the run. But generally speaking, I can only get hit once. I'm only guaranteed 1 hit. And then after that, I'm guaranteed no hits. After that, I have to no-hit the run. So it's possible.
He's self-destructive and disturbed, just like his father. Look at who he has to look up to. You're drunk again, aren't you?
Shut up, Matt. Shut up. You just keep pushing me like this. I'm leaving.
Good. Leave. We'll be fine without you. Abandon us like you've abandoned yourself.
I have 9 lives. Yeah, but that just means that I get 1 hit on the first try, and then after that I have to perfect it. I mean, it's technically a stats upgrade. Why, they just keep going, don't they? Ah! Do you have an item? I've got coins, and I know that this is costing me damage, but it's not like I'm not gonna top off again. Sure is. Sure is what I asked for. can't imagine what I'd use Yara for. As much as I'd want to. Yeah, 9 lives turns Tainted Keeper into Tainted Lost, exactly. I get a bunch of opportunities, but I can't get hit not even once. I get a lot of opportunities to do better next time. These bombs may come in handy.
You need to repent. You need to confess your sins and become saved. Let his light inside you cleanse your soul.
Insane. You are taking this too far. Did you hear how you sound?
Pray for your salvation. Come, pray with us, Isaac.
Don't drag me into your bullshit. Please. They're over there somewhere. Please. Kinda got a bullshit version of Guppy we built for ourselves.
Where are you going? Wait! We need you! Your son needs you!
I'm doing more harm. I just can't do this anymore.
Please don't leave us!
Still no way to disable the voice lines. You are absolutely right. They're still hardwired to the game even when the background audio is turned off. Can't hear the music, but I still get the voice lines. That's funny, Kat, because I feel like Ed does not think about us. I feel like we may have strong feelings about Edmund, but I don't think he thinks about us. I can't see shit. I should have been hit there, but I wasn't. Let her rip. Oh, is that a Steam community mod that disables the speech? You know what sucks, Cat, is if I enable that mod, I don't get achievements. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Oh god, those are my bullets. That scared the shit out of me. We are strong and good. Are you an achievement whore like myself? No, it's just that I play this game for a living. So if you take the achievements away from me, which are a nice long-term goal for anybody who has to play this game for the next several years, you're taking away a lot of content from me. Achievement hunting Dead God across all 3 files is just easy content on a game that I probably will have to play for the next couple of years. That's right. I'm not just an achievement whore. I literally get paid to achievement hunt this game. What's funny is we started going after the achievements. We started going after the achievements because we found ourselves not really able to Eden streak anymore. And the irony is that now we're Eden streaking while we achievement hunt the second file, and we're doing really well with our Eden streak. Our Eden streak's sitting at like 40 right now, which is higher than we did it when we were actively trying to Eden streak all the time. In fairness though, I'm never taking Eden to like Mother. I'm never taking Eden to like Dogma Beast. I'm just taking Eden to Blue Baby like we always did, which makes it way easier. I was gonna say, I don't like how close-knit that is. I don't know what that was, but I wanted it. I was looking at chat, I didn't see that rune drop. Go get him, Cuberto.
Someday, Bumbo, lucky Bumbo, someday the Bumbo is a bad Bumbo. Eat your corn.